Okay, here I want to show you how you can draw the auxiliary plan of a cylindrical object when you are given the front view and the end view of the cylinder. When you are given the front view and the end view of the cylinder. Alright, we are to draw the auxiliary plan in direction of this arrow. So this arrow is inclined at an angle 60 degrees to the horizontal line, to this horizontal line. So to do that, the first thing that you need to do is that you come to the plan, as to the end view, to the end view. So divide this line AA into a number of equal parts. This line AA, this is point A and this is point A here, which is the diameter of this circle, which is the end view of this cylinder. So we are going to divide AA into a number of equal parts. So I want to divide into 8 equal parts. So the distance from here to here, this line AA, the diameter of this circle is 40 millimeters. So if I want to divide 40 millimeters into 8 equal parts, so 40 by 8 will give us 5 millimeters. So for me, I've done it here. So I've taken 5 millimeters. So this 5 millimeters, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the next thing that you are going to do is that after you have divided into 8 equal parts, so draw a horizontal line from each point like this. So horizontal line from each point into the front elevation. I do the same thing here into the front elevation. So you continue like that. Okay, so from the 8 divisions that we have on the diameter of the circle AA, I have projected horizontal lines from each point into the front elevation here. So the next thing that you need to do is that these lines, they touch this circle. They touch this circle at different points, like this one now. It touched at this point. For this, touched at this point, this point, this point here, this point, this point, this point, and last one is here. So what you need to do now is that take your set square, so put it at this point here. Put it at this point, and draw a vertical line like this. So draw a vertical line. So move it to the next one. So draw a vertical line. So move it to the next one. Draw a vertical line. And last one, which is this, draw a vertical line like this. Then, so take your T-square, take it up here and draw a horizontal line. So draw a horizontal line like this. Then this center line, call it 0.0. Call it 0.0. And call this one, call it 0.1. This is 2. So this is 3. So here we have 4. And then here we have 5. Alright, so be very careful with that. So after you have done this, so the next thing that we are going to do is that as we have that this arrow is inclined at an angle 60 degrees to the horizontal. So you take your 60 degree set square. So we are going to draw lines from each point on the elevation. From each point on the elevation, we do it here and we also do it here with the use of our 60 degree set square. What I'm saying is this. So set your 60 degree set square like this. All these lines will be parallel to this arrow. So set it like this and you draw a line in this direction. So you move it to the next point. move it to the next point and draw a line like this. So move it to the next point and then you draw a line like this. So you continue like that. You do it here and you also do it here. So I'm going to pause. I will do it. I'll come back later. So after you have drawn these lines, as you can see it here, the next thing that you need to do is to draw a line at any point here that will be perpendicular to each of these lines. So since you have drawn these lines with 60-degree side of our set square, so for a line that will be perpendicular to each of these lines, we have to use 30-degree side of our 60 by 30-degree set square, because 30 plus 60 will give us 90. So this is it. So just set it like this anywhere on this line. So set it anywhere here and draw a line like this. So this line that we have here, so this point here is 0.0 on this side. Now this is a cylinder, so it has two cylindrical or two circular faces. So this is 0.0 up here and this is another 0.0 here. So the next thing that you need to do is that you take your compass. So take your compass, so put it at this 0 here. Now normally we are supposed to have something like this on this side too. So I would just want to use 1. So put it at this 0 here and extend to 1. So this is 1, extend to 1. So and then you take it, you bring it to this side here. So you make an arc here and you also make it on this side like this. So this is 0.1. Here we have 1 and here we also have 1. Then put it at 0 again, extend it to 2. This is 0.2 here. So take this radius, so bring it here, put it at 0 here, and you make an arc here, and then you also make it on this side. So you continue like that to 3, to 4, and to 5. Okay, so I've taken the point, so on this side. So the next thing I need to do is that you take your 30-degree set square and draw lines that are parallel to this line 0, so at each of these points. So actually this is just 4, it's not up to 5, so take note of that. So draw a line parallel to line 0 at each point. So I move it to 0.3 now, so do the same, then move it to 0.2 here, do the same here, and then move it to 0.1. So do the same here. Then you repeat same on this side. So I'll do that and come back later. Okay, so when you are looking at this object in this direction, in the direction of this arrow, you will see the circular base here. The circular base here, you will see it. But for this circular base, you only see this part of the circular base here that is facing you, while the other one on this side you will not see. What I'm saying is this. So this is a sample of what I'm saying. So we are looking at it in the direction of this arrow, you will see this circular base. But for this one, you only see this part. You only see this part here. But this one will be hidden from you. So, but this circular base, as we have it here, is not going to look like a circle. So it will look like an ellipse. Look at the way I'm going to get it. So starting from this 0, this is the 0.0 here. So just put a dot here at this 0.0. Then you also put a dot here. Okay, so let me do this one so that then I will do this. So at 0.1, so just come down on this line 1 here. Come down here. So you put a dot here. then point 2, you come down to the next line on this third line, so put a dot here, and on the third line you put a dot here. So on the fourth line, so we have this point here. Then you move in like this, then you move in again like this, then you move in to get 1 on this side, then you move it to 0 here, then you move to this point on line 1, then you move to 2, then you move it to 3, then you move to 4, and then you come in to point 3, and then to 2, then to 1 here, and then we have what? We have 0. So all these points, we join them together with the use of the French curve. So we also do the same thing on this side. Alright, we're going to join all these points together with the use of the French curve. So it's like this. So just look at the way I'm going to do it. Okay. Join this together. This. You can also join this together. Then so these ones, I can join them together. So this is the part that I can see for this side. So I can see it in the direction of that arrow. Okay. And then this will also be drawn thick to this point here. Okay, so the other part is not seen as we have in the diagram. So this will be shown hidden. A short dashes line. Okay, so I'll do the other one, come back later. Alright, so the parts have been drawn. So the last thing that we want to do here is that we need to join this point and this point together. So this is it. So join them together with a straight line, because you can see that line as seen in the diagram. You also do the same thing here. So you join this together with a straight line. So this is the auxiliary plan of this cylindrical object whose front elevation and end elevation are given. So it's as simple as I've explained it here. Thank you for listening.